You know what that means. Round 2 Wrestling is back. Thank you. I am SlimmDa KID. Welcome to another new episode here on May 3rd, 2022. A lot has happened in the world of professional wrestling in the past week or so, and we have a plethora of information to give you. Brand new news, brand new rumors, brand new did you know facts, a brand new Michigan highlight, results, and our match of the week. It is jam-packed here on Round 2 Wrestling, so let's dive right into it, starting with the rumors circulating in the world of professional wrestling. AEW to add another show to TBS. The series will follow AEW talent and document their lives on the road. This is per SE Scoops. This is no longer a rumor. This has shown up several times on several platforms validating this news. So this is no longer a rumor. This is something that is going to happen. Be sure to tune into Dynamite tomorrow and TBS in the following weeks to see what this show is all about. According to Wrestling Observer newsletter, Sammy Guevara injured during his TNT Championship ladder match. No news on the severity or if he is requiring any time off. WWE promoting boxing match between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, The deal is with DAZN and has brought nearly $500,000 to WWE. This is something that they are doing more and more of to bring in a secondary or third cash flow into the company to help supplement some of the costs of running a wrestling promotion. This is nothing new. They've been doing it for years, but this is the first or second time that I've heard them throwing their hat into the boxing ring. So we will see if this trend continues, and of course we will give you updates as to who they are working with. According to Midwest Mark's podcast, Rio confirmed she is healed and will be returning to the U.S. to rejoin AEW in the upcoming weeks. Per Wrestling Observer newsletter, Bret Hart's WWE deal is a merchandising deal and would not prevent him from working for AEW at a future date. According to Wrestling Observer newsletter, talks have been made to move NXT TV back to Full Sail University. No other information was given at the time of this podcast. All right, some interesting rumors to mull over, and we will move on to more confirmed things with our news section of Round 2 Wrestling. Former NXT wrestler Dakota Kai has been released by WWE, and this took place last Friday. AEW removes Dark Order member Stu Grayson from its roster page, indicating that Grayson is no longer a member of AEW. A few websites have come forward and have said that the Stu Grayson departure is mostly in part to AEW and him not coming to a new deal on a new contract. It will be interesting to see what, if anything, they do with Dark Order, since they haven't been on television, or at least on Rampage or Dynamite regularly, in over a month. So keep your eyes peeled to the screen to see what happens with that particular faction. Fightful reports Roderick Strong has asked to be released from WWE, and this is not the first time he has asked for his release. He has been denied his release several times, and this is probably going to end up the same. Why they are not going to release him, I do not know. No website or information sources had anything pertaining to this particular piece of information, but we here at Round 2 Wrestling will dive as deeply as possible to try to get that answer for you in the upcoming weeks. Vice TV released its slate of programming for 2022-2023. Missing was the popular series Dark Side of the Ring. Producers Evan Hunsey and Jason Eisner confirmed new material is coming. Jim Ross also confirmed he will no longer be a part of Dark Side of the Ring as he felt he was misrepresented in last year's season. Former NXT North American champion Leon Ruff made his AEW debut on Sunday. More talent from NXT. WWE seems to be moving over to AEW these days. So who you will see next is a bit of a mystery, and it makes for excellent TV. All right, no more news to report from the world of professional wrestling this week. We move on to our brand new fan favorite Did You Know portion of Round 2 Wrestling. Our Did You Know section is little bits of information and little pieces of Did You Know trivia about the world of professional wrestling. It could be about WWE, it could be about WCW, it could be about the NWA from the 1950s. Either way, this has turned into our favorite and, again, most popular section of this podcast here on Round 2 Wrestling. Did you know Kurt Angle is a Triple Crown champion in WWE and TNA, as well as a Hall of Famer for both promotions? Kane was the first masked WWF wrestler to win a WWF championship back in 1998. All 5 of The Rock's tag team title reigns lasted no longer than 8 days. That one shocked me, but also wasn't very surprising at the same time. Did you know Jim Ross is the only commentator to call WCW Starrcade, WWF WrestleMania, and New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom? All right, this is the official halfway point of Round 2 Wrestling. We still have 3 bits to go over and a lot to talk about, and we will talk about the results from this past week. Josh Alexander defeated Moose to retain his Impact World title in a Impact World title rematch. 609 defeated Suzuki Gun to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Okada defeated Tetsuya Naito to retain the IWGP World Championship. John Wayne Murdoch defeated Cole Riddick to retain the GCW Ultraviolet Championship. Tanahashi defeated Tomohiro to win the IWGP US title. Ishimori defeated El Desperado to win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Fail and Owens defeated Jeff Cobb and Great Okan and Hiroki, Gudo and Yoshihashi to win the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Tama Tonga defeated Evil to win the Never Openweight title. Tay Conte and Sammy Guevara defeated Commander and Sexy Star, Aries and Chick Tormenta, and Latigo and Lady Maravilla to win the AAA Mixed Tag Team Championships. Daniel Garcia defeated Bandito to win the PWG Heavyweight title. All right, no more results to go over from the past week. This takes us right into our match of the week. Our match of the week took place January 31st, 1999 at the Tucson Convention Center in Tucson, Arizona. Super Bowl 33 was the venue, and WWF Halftime Heat was the match. Mankind took on WWF champion The Rock in an empty arena match. Vince McMahon returns to commentary, delivering hilarious lines and incorporating ridiculous weapons into this particular match. Their straight performances enhanced the humor of this match even more. Memorable trash talk, particularly by The Rock, brutal Foley bumps, and the use of a forklift made this match memorable in more ways than one. Mankind would defeat The Rock and would pick up his second WWF Championship after pinning the Great One under a pallet with several beer barrels stacked on top. A very funny, great 16-minute match that is free to view on YouTube.com. Go back and check this out if you haven't already caught it on one of WWF's many DVDs. WWE would attempt to recreate this magic 10 years later, but it would fall short of this original incorporation back in the far-off time of 1999. We have a ranking system for our match of the week here on Round 2 Wrestling. It is a bell system. 1 bell means it's complete garbage. 5 bells means it's a perfect match. This particular match of the week, WWF Halftime Heat Empty Arena match, gets 4 out of 5 bells. It was free to view. It cost Vince McMahon millions of dollars to put on opposite of the Super Bowl. But this was a great, fun, entertaining match. Again, available to see for free on YouTube. I highly recommend you take time out of your day and view this match. All right, we will conclude Round 2 Wrestling with our Michigan Highlight. Our Michigan Highlight is when we take a wrestler or a promotion based or born in the state of Michigan and place them on a pedestal for you to enjoy for a few minutes. Our Michigan Highlight this week is Kevin Scott Nash, born July 9th, 1959 in Detroit, Michigan. Attending the University of Tennessee, Nash played basketball for Tennessee from 1977 until 1980. September 5th, 1990, Nash debuted for WCW. In June of 1993, Nash left WCW and joined then WWF. November of 1994, Nash would win the WWF title, defeating Bob Backlund in a squash match that lasted literally seconds. 1996, Nash left WWF and rejoined WCW. In 1996, Nash would join Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan to form the infamous group New World Order. Later that year, Nash, Hall, and Sean Waltman would break away and form their own NWO group, Wolfpack. Nash would stay with WCW until its failure in 2001 when the promotion was bought by WWF. Nash rejoined WWE in 2002, and by 2003, Nash had left WWE again. 2004, Nash would join then NWA TNA with Scott Hall. Nash would leave TNA and would rejoin WWE for a third time in 2011 and would sporadically stay with the company until about 2 years ago when he announced his in-ring retirement from professional wrestling. All right, I am SlimmDa KID. I want to take the time to thank you for listening to this podcast. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday as I bring you more news, more results, and more rumors from the world of professional wrestling. Round 2 Wrestling is brought to you by SlimmDa KID and Spreaker.com.